that camera could be straighter, but yeah, you work with what you got, I suppose. Anyway, as I suppose in a veteran, as much as Timey put out in his video just there now, which I'm just after watching, I suppose I should maybe get into some things. First of all, for any of you guys who, well, this is your first time at auto assembly, my name is Ray. Used to be called Dry the Arrow Sending, but I've kind of dropped that a bit. Going more with stuff from, well, basically what I've been known as for, as of last year, at some conventions I've been to, because like auto assembly isn't my only one. In fact, it wasn't my first one, but my first auto assembly was 2010, but I'll get to that in time, because that'll sort of all tie into everything. Now, I'm kind of going by the name of Big Mac now, you know, it's based on blah 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 blah. Would have been better to be prepped for this, but in case you don't know what I'm looking through at the minute, this book here, The Elements of Harmony, the official guidebook to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Yes, I'm a brony, so, and many other things as well, but brony is a good way to put it. Big Mac, short for Big Macintosh. If I point it there, this character here, well, this probably isn't going to show up in the video, but yes, part of the Apple family if you know the show. And it kind of speaks volumes for myself as well, because Big Macintosh, also known as Big Mac, is the protective older brother of both Applejack and Applebloom. The soft-spoken colt generally doesn't have much to say, but he's always happy to keep an eye on his family. Yeah, I'm not the most talkative person in the world, I suppose. Like, stick a camera in front of myself and start recording a vlog, sure, I'll waffle away, but at a convention, if you see me sitting with maybe a group of friends or that, or sitting very quietly just looking on, well, that's basically me. That's basically what I do. Like, I just love to take in the atmosphere of things, and well, that's my way of enjoying myself. Like, might look like I'm not having fun with that, but yeah, I'm waffling now as well. The whole reason for me to do this was to maybe tap into some fears that some of you might have. Well, some of you going to this convention for the first time, auto assembly, or perhaps even going to a convention. This is your very first convention, and I have to say, welcome to the fold. You're going to have an awesome time at conventions. Like, speaking personally, I've had the most incredible experiences you could ever imagine at conventions, and I've made so many friends, so many people just like me, and well, fellow geeks, nerds, whatever you want to call us. Suppose conventions I've been to, well, or what is my convention experience, you might ask. Well, the first convention I went to was Con. That's the big convention over here in Ireland, because basically that's where I am, Northern Ireland. The same kind of area as Paul Van Rojas. Like, he just lives a couple of miles down the road. It's actually a crime that I never go down and just hang out with him, or even would just go to the cinema to watch something in Newry or that. But yeah, working most of the time. I'm recording this on one of my days off, and Yeah, the 1st of July, so hopefully the bands don't start, because, oh god, I think you can hear them. There's a bonfire down there with a tip. There's sofas, tires, you name it. It's toxic, it's maybe in there, but as long as it's not a toy. Yeah, my first convention, Experinces 2008, and let's just say, as I was waiting to get my pass, you know, my badge or whatever, that we, like your pass for the convention, that's when it kind of kicked off a series of things that have always held true to any convention I've gone. Like, something completely unexpected will happen. Well, maybe not so much last year. Oh, I don't know what it was last year. Because I know Chris McFeely would back me up in this. The whole thing with Michael Bell reading Simon Furman's script for the first time. You know, for the script reading for auto assembly. Because me, I've done Grimlock for 2 auto assemblies now. And, yes, that all came about by, you know, originally having to go about it auditioning. Of course, auditions sound much differenter than this do. But it has led to many, many lovely things and special memories too. And yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, the first time at Aircom, my very first convention, I'd just gone to the registration desk. They were busy setting up, and lo and behold, down at the other end of the place where it was in a building called the Hub in Dublin City University. It's not there this year. This year they're at where is it? Croke Park. It's going to be there this year. And this was actually the first voice actor I ever met in person, and like, well, I'd emailed him back and forth, and you know, told him, because in addition to everything else, I'm a reasonable ranger. I'm not as active as one now, but I still am. Hold on, with pride. Down the bottom of the hall there comes Vic Mignogna, who's some of you may know and some of you may not. If you're into anime and you've maybe watched shows like, let's see, a show he's done that's famous for, Full Metal Alchemist, Ed Elric, the voice of Ed Elric in English. He actually came up to me, not seeing him or anything, I haven't seen him at this point or anything, and introduces himself saying, "Hi, I'm Vic, you must be Ray." And let me just tell you, if you're unprepared for meeting a voice actor that you've heard in countless things and you know of their fame, the term shitting a brick and going is quite accurate, because yeah, I went into complete shock there, and that's kind of what has built from the way I find myself able to interact with vocal talent now. Like, be it Scott McNeil, Gary Chuck, like any of them, I can go up to them and just, you know, talk normally. Of course, most of the time it's, you know, not going up asking, "Oh, this happened. What do you think about this in this episode? What did you say there?" Or, you know, the normal questions you would ask. It's just usually normal everyday stuff if I'm not doing something for another convention, because unofficially I kind of put myself out there to start things off with, or get things signed for maybe a charity auction or something like that. But yeah, started off with Vic Mignogna. From there, I've actually, who have I met? And just interacted with them. Let's see, there's been Vic Mignogna, Spike Spencer, Yuri Lowenthal, Tara Platt, good friends all, John Swayze. I'm trying to think here. Brain's old, but you know, John Swayze, Lil Karibo, Masako X, you know, Veronica Taylor, Kyle Bear, Scott McNeil, Gary Chuck, and these are voice actors. There's been other people as well I've met, but you know, I'm just doing this on people that have helped, you know, train me a bit, because I pick up bits and pieces here and there for everybody. Let's see, Kevin M. Connolly, Liam O'Brien, who's it there to come? Tiffany Grant, Matt Greenfield, Rob Paulson, Townsend Coleman, Tiny as we most. God, there's, I'm forgetting. Oh, Paul Eiding, Michael Bell, of course, which was a crime that I almost forgot them. Richard Epcar and Ellen Stern, and there's probably somebody I've forgotten here. And if anybody I know who's any of the voice actors I know watching this, sorry I've left you out. It is cool. It isn't intentional in any way. But back to the topic, and a lot of these guys I would consider good friends. Like, now if I see them at a convention, I won't really go and get an autograph if I've met them beforehand. Get some point. Oh, no, wait, I have to talk about some of the conventions I've been to. There's been the conventions over here in Ireland that I've been to that, or would normally go to if work doesn't me over holiday time off wise. There's a non-con, Air-to-Con, other cons I've been to, and they are quite bigger ones. There's Auto Assembly. Well, Auto Assembly is smaller than a lot of the cons I go to, because some of the cons I go to regularly, like year in year out now, would be about maybe 1,000, 1,500, up in that area. As it, the con scene is actually growing here. There's been the London Film and Comic Con I went to, and that was big. But the biggest cons I've been to so far have been New York Comic Con. I've actually been there 2 years in a row, and it's that's actually where I picked up this, which is Transformers Prime First Edition New York Comic Con exclusive RC. Pink, yes. I mean, the Bumblebee one's just down in my room, and oh, that's Raph there from the 80s, big giant Raph. Well, yeah, been there, and actually cosplayed at that. And if any of you guys are actually out there are cosplayers and you're a little bit nervous, well, suppose it could answer questions if they're out there, but there are more experienced members than me that would answer questions on cosplay. But if it's cosplaying at a con, well, this year at Auto Assembly I'm going to be cosplaying Big Macintosh from aforementioned My Little Pony. All for a very, very dear friend of a lot of us veterans who've been there and well, a few times now, and Nicole Hale, or affectionately known as Hailstorm, who I hope is going to be there next year. Nicole, if you're actually watching this bit of the video, I'm definitely saying bring the Pinkie Pie next year. I'll be going again as Big Mac. Don't know what version though, because I'm going to be working on the Equestria Girls version of Big Mac, which that's another story I can get into. Yeah. Take it from me, like, I'm a pretty shy guy, but yeah, going to a convention for the first time and, well, maybe someplace you've never been before with people you haven't actually met in person, it can be very, it can be how to put this into words, it can be slightly scary, but just dismiss that straight away, because, well, the cons I've been to, and Auto Assembly is definitely no exception, have been the best times of my life. There's been really, really friendly people at Auto Assembly. The aforementioned Timey, who put the video up there earlier on, to get vlogs going, and well, I would say that at the convention, if you just want to sit down and have a natter, I'm all up for that, because I might be shy like this one, flutter shy, but you're all set just up there. But I am always happy to meet new friends, and heck, if you're a cosplayer there and you just want to talk about that, hey, I'm up for that as well, because that is pretty nerve-wracking in itself, and it takes a lot. As I'll quote actually Simon Skay on this, Dianthus, if you're cosplaying at an event, you have brass balls, and yeah, that is actually true. Like, it is tough to go around all day. Like, you do pose for photographs, and you give people hugs and that, but you don't go. There is lines you draw, but generally cosplayers are very friendly people, and I would say to all of you, there's no shame at all in going up to a cosplayer and saying, can I take a photo of you? Because that's what most of us dress up in cosplay for. Like, of course myself, heck, if you want me to say, hey, yup, or too much for you to handle on your own, or say something in any character you can imagine, or perhaps one that I can do, then, well, I'll only be too happy to do it. And this year particularly, if it's just maybe throw Steve Bloom off a little bit. As everyone knows, he does Starscream in Transformers Prime. And who does Starscream fear more than anyone else he fears Megatron. But yeah, just ask, because we'll be happy to. And of course, if you're taking a video of me as dressed up as Big Mac, granted I don't have it on right now, it's down in my room hanging up in a suit bag. It's going to be a really weird video, but might be actually funny if you're getting Big Mac to actually sound like this, or maybe like this. Maybe like this. You know, or maybe like this as well. You know, I pick things up here and there. But yeah, that would actually be an intriguing possibility. A peeved off Big Mac who sounds like he's from Manhattan or Brooklyn, maybe. But I'm rambling. Anyway, look forward to the con, and by all means, as long as I'm not doing something or focusing on something like one thing I'll reiterate that I know a number of the guys have said during the time over the years, and the videos I've been watching, if somebody's in the dealer room looking at a toy or something that they want to buy, or eating or going to the loo, generally that's not the best time to just start conversating with them. But yeah, like if you guys are going on Thursday, well, hopefully I have some left. I'll have something left and give away. I'm gonna be there Thursday this year myself. Finally, because well, feel free to come over to wherever Timey is. Cause that's probably where I'll be heading this year as well. Because I'm basically downsizing my collection. Well, not these guys. These are not for sale. That's a Christmas present, and that's, well, I'm not gonna, and Fluttershy, I'm not gonna go into things like that. But I've got stuff I want to get rid of. I want to give away to a good home. Like there's Transformers upstairs, about 40 of the things. There's this bag of Lego minifigs and Halo minifigs, and I'm not sure what. There's two other things in here. I'm not exactly sure what they are. But yeah, come along if you're there on Thursday. Well, well, sorry about that. You'll find that it is a good time to, just get to know people, get the lay of the land. Sure, you're not going to be able to go around the convention halls or that, but it is good fun. Now, with all this rambling I've been done, I'll throw it out there. If you have any questions about conventions in general, or how auto assembly would maybe compare to, say, a big Comic Con, and bear in mind that New York Comic Con is usually, what is it? I might be wrong with the number, about 10,000 people or so, maybe possibly a good lot more than that. If I think that is wrong, what was it, 100,000 or something like that? I'm not exactly sure. I don't have figures or anything like that to hand, but yeah, feel free to send out some questions, and I'd say to anybody else who's been to some auto assemblies, feel free to ask anything as well, because I can always, oh god, bloody phone, set up my camera. I've actually got my camera set in a tripod now, so I can just move it around wherever I need to, and, well, shoot a thing. put it into the computer, render it, which takes a while because my computer is rather old. But yeah, newbies, feel free to ask any question you want, within reason now. And well, you guys out there who are in the same club, have been to a few auto assemblies, feel free to ask questions as well, because I suppose that's what a vlog is for. So anyway, this is big oh god, this is Big Macintosh signing out and saying, if you got any question at all, feel free to tell them. Hey.